everyone, Diana Rankin here with your psychic messages for the 23rd to the 29th of December. The 23rd to the 29th of December. And let's see, we'll probably have a prediction or two. So let's get going. Well, the first thing I want to say is it's almost like we're at the beginning of the end. It's like the tower is starting to tumble. However, you know, it's like that Jenga game that you could keep adding until suddenly you pull one down here and it starts to tumble. Now, that said, this isn't going to happen overnight. So we've got quite a bit of time before we're really going to see major changes in the political situation in the U.S. And in the meantime, you know, we may not be able to solve all the problems of the world, but we can certainly add love and joy to our corner of the world. So let's keep working on that in each of our corners of the world. Keep adding love and joy and help that to spread out to the greater world. I thought I would try something a little bit different this week. One of my books, Joy, The Art of Living a Happy Life. In this book, there are 52 stories and processes that you can do to make your life happier. So I want to start giving you some of those processes. I won't go into the stories necessarily, but I'll give you the processes, and hopefully we can all make our lives a little bit happier. And some of them are really simple, some are a little more difficult. But first I want to talk to you just a little bit about this month of December, which is a very sacred month actually. You know, in ancient times, there are so many spiritual and religious holy days taking place in this month. And of course, one of the big ones in the Western world is Hanukkah, and another, not only in the Western world, but around the world. And another big one is December 25th, which is Christmas. And another big one is winter solstice, which we talked a little bit about last week. You know, I want to say happy Hanukkah, happy winter solstice. It's a great time for moving inward and looking at our stuff. But I also want to talk about December 25th. In ancient times, in ancient Rome, the December 25th was celebrated as the celebration of Dionysius. And I love this story. It kind of cracks me up. Dionysius was the god of wine, so we wanted to have a good crop for the next year, which was very common in the ancient world to celebrate gods of the crops, and this happened to be wine. And the women of the village would drink a little too much of that fermented grape, and then they would find Dionysius in the village, and they would sacrifice him by doing what they did with the grapes. However, on December 25th, there would always be a new child that would be born, or a new Dionysian. So Dionysius was reborn or born on December 25th. And of course then when the Romans came along, or this was a Roman god, but the Romans, when the birth of Jesus then became, in the Christian religion, the birth of December 25th was the birth of Jesus. You know, whatever story we look at, what we've celebrated for 2,000 years is the birth of love, the birth of hope through the birth of a child. So regardless of our religion or non-religion or spiritual beliefs, this is the time to celebrate the birth of love. It is the time to celebrate the birth of hope. It is also, in the ancient world, a lot of this took place in the rebirthing with Dionysius, but also, again, winter solstice. And we had that death and rebirth. That's a theme throughout the ancient world, the mythologies of December, or what we call December. So this is a time we still celebrate that. We celebrate the birth of the new beginning. We celebrate the birth of the new year. We celebrate the ending of the old year. And I want to say for 2019, it may not be our easiest year to get through. But again, let's just work on our corner and know that we can add so much joy and love to our corner of the world. The greater world, there are going to be problems this year. This is not going to be the easiest year. And certainly it's not going to be the easiest year for the U.S. There are painful things taking place with people who are trying to get into this country, as we've talked about. Not illegally necessarily. There are a few that probably are trying to cross the border illegally, but we have so many who are in need of help. Reach out to your neighbors in love and compassion. And in order to do that, we have to feel some happiness in our own life. So one of the processes that I recommend from Joy, and yes, this is available on Amazon.com, both this book and Philip's book, the Book of Answers, they're both available on Amazon. But what I'd like to give you from this book, very simple process. When you wake in the morning, before you're in that fully awake stage, you're just in that, okay, it's another morning stage. Just start singing to yourself. You don't even have to sing aloud. You can do that as you wake up a little bit more. But start singing what I call the happiness song. Oh, what a beautiful, you don't want me to sing, but I'll say it. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. And just that song or any song that makes you feel better and makes you feel really good about the day. So, oh, what a beautiful morning. Or you can do zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. That's all part of the same song, I believe. But just start singing, whether you're using your voice aloud or you're using your voice silently. Start singing, and eventually start singing aloud, because that actually helps change the brain chemistry. And in changing the brain chemistry, we're going to help change those old triggers that say, yeah, I don't want to get up this morning, and instead say, hey, it's a great day. You know, this is something, this singing in the morning is something I've done throughout my life. And again, you don't want to hear me sing because I don't have a good singing voice. But who cares in the morning? The only person to hear me when I'm in the shower is myself. So keep singing, my friends. It does change the brain chemistry. Start before you get out of bed, even if you start silently. It will change your day. We need to add happiness to the world, especially this coming year, and especially this time of the year when we are celebrating so many holidays and holy days. So let's see what Philip has to say. For those of you who this is your first time here, welcome. This is my spirit guide, Philip, and on each page we have a different wisdom. So we just kind of flip through to see what he has to say. And I want to say thank you all of you for coming. Thank you for your comments. I get to them, I read them, they come through in my email. So I get to read them when you post them. I don't always get around to answering them that quickly, certainly. As you know, I'm doing my best. And I know for all of you, this is a very busy time. So let's see what Philip has to say for our message for this week. Okay, I'm getting right, but I'll also read the page on the left. Okay, here's our message on the right. And it says, reach out to that which is greater than you, and you will become greater. Reach out to that which is greater than you, and you will become greater. You know, we tend to sometimes get envious or jealous of someone who's doing something greater than we feel we are, and so we want to put them down. We want to, nah, you're not doing any good. Let's not. Let's celebrate those people who are doing the good in the world. And as we celebrate them, let them pull us up as we help pull others up. So celebrate those who are doing works that are so great. And then reach out to that which is greater than you, and you will become greater. We do become that which we admire. That which we envy, we don't become that. We just become envy and non-life affirming. Reach out. Become the greatness that you are. I'm also getting the message on the left side, and that says, love comes through you, not to you. And I think that's an important message also. Love comes through you, not to you. Let the love come through. Oh, my friends, just imagine. Allow yourself to even close your eyes or leave your eyes open and just imagine that divine love coming through your entire being, coming through the top of your head and filling your bodies and then going out beyond you. Imagine divine love, my friends. Let that fill your life, and then let that fill the world. Well, to each of you, may your holidays be full of family and friends and love and laughter and fun. And may your holidays also be filled with a sense of grace. Reach out to others. Help their lives be full of love. And don't forget to sing Zippity-Doo-Dah when you get up in the morning. Thank you for loving me, for loving Daisy and all of our household here. Thank you for accepting the love we send to you. Until next week. Peace.